Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday before Christmas. And it's 8:30. And that means it's time for a little tea and wild thoughts. So good morning. I hope that everyone, good morning, is blessed and well. You may be watching this on YouTube. I sound like I got a little frog in my throat this morning. But yeah, so you may be watching this on YouTube at a later date and time. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it may be. Thank you for being here. Good morning, love. I hope that you all are feeling amazing, especially after this winter solstice. I'm going to do just a little housekeeping as I always do. This is the love potion. In my self-care store. You will find that at the link in the information section below, or the link in my bio if you're watching here on Instagram. I just need to get this little shoulder a little glisten here. You know what I'm saying? So yes, that is the love potion. It has rose oil, lavender. It has dried chamomile, rose. It has rose quartz and amethyst stones in the bottom. So hello, it's here to bring all types of love into your life. It also has lotus oil in it. Yes, happy holidays to you too. You know, I hope everybody else seems to be in a really festive mood. I think that I guess we kind of need that for 2020, but I've talked for some time about just my personal thing with the holidays. Not against it, never trying to be anybody's Grinch, but you know, I'm kind of into it a little bit. I'm trying to get there, but I hope that everybody else is feeling great. So anywho, we're going to get on into the conversation. I'm just getting the vibes right. Also, you can come and visit me at Essential Aesthetics and Laser in Charlotte, where I do makeup, professional makeup. I do organic facials. I do gua sha massage. I do laser hair removal, chemical peels, whatever you need. So yeah, come and visit me there. You can get all kinds of skincare services. Good morning and welcome, beautiful. Come check us out over there. We have all your skincare needs. We can take care of you. Good morning, welcome. Welcome everybody. Send everybody the good vibes. And of course, you can sign up for my emailing list so that you can stay updated with everything that I have going on. And that is also at the link in my bio, thebeautyinfluencer.org. Okay, so we are talking manifestation this morning. The internet wins every single freaking day. Good morning. They had so many jokes about the black superpowers yesterday. It was hilarious. And so the winter solstice, in case you don't know what that is, I just wrote a few little notes here. It is the shortest day and the longest night of the year. I'm not sure what moon we in. We're not in a full moon, but this is the age of Aquarius. They keep talking about like this is for the air signs. And it also talks about the Great Conjunction, which is the two largest planets in our solar system. Do I look cute, Ziggy? Thank you. Jupiter and Saturn, they overlap to form a double planet. So it was like a cosmic firestorm. You know, like if you're into astrology, if you're into the moon and the way that affects things, affects us, how we are processing, what we're going through, which, you know, it is a key as well. This was a big day. I mean, just simply put. So a lot of people were feeling energy. I woke up feeling, you know, pretty clear and energized yesterday, in spite of, you know, some of the things that I'm dealing with in life in general. Just to give you a little background on that, I mean, our furnace went out here at this house. So the house is old, y'all. Everything here old. I love my daddy. He old too. But yeah, so we waiting on the man to come so we can get a little heat. That's all, but we press on. We deal. So anyway, I was just saying that my spirits were up considering, little things that we're going through in life. So I don't know if y'all were feeling that energy. Let me know if you were. But I thought it would be a really good time to share some tips on manifestation, because I do consider myself a very powerful manifester. And anytime there are these changes in the moon and in these cycles, and we can feel this energy. I mean, there's never a bad time to manifest, but when cosmically things are in alignment, it's always a good time to kind of tune in and dig in, and figure out, what have we manifested already and what do we want. We're also coming towards the end of the year, the holiday season, a really challenging year. And we've experienced a lot of things that we don't want. And so that's the perfect time too, to kind of filter and say, okay, well, I've experienced some things I don't want. Like, let me get tuned into the things that I do. So I'm excited to share these tips with you. The first one, of course, I've said it so many times. I will say it again, and I will say it to the mountaintops. Write it down. You have to write it down. You have to write it down with your hand. Portals are open today, 4 more days to really get it right. What's my number? 4. I don't know how to turn it so y'all can see it, but 4 is literally tattooed on my fingers. So that's a confirmation for me. Thank you, Zeke. Yeah. I mean, everybody talked about yesterday is if you're gonna get your superpowers, but we have a little time. So yeah, thanks for that tidbit. Write it down. Write it down. I don't care if it's on a sticky note. I don't care. Ideally, what we would love to do is to go ahead and get a journal, something that speaks to you. I don't care if it is a symbol, the color of it, what it says on the outside, but this should be, I have many of them. It should be a journal that really speaks to you. I'm trying to, get to the front of this one. I actually was going to create some, see? Hello, my logo. You are loved. But it should be something that speaks to you. And so that should be your manifestation journal. I always tell people, like, I write down things that I would never tell another soul sometimes. Once you have written it down, I always make this reference to, if you are a spiritual person, Christian, the Bible says, write the vision, make it plain. He already gave us the tools, y'all. It's just doing it and applying it. So write it down. I don't care what it is. I don't care how small it is. I always give this small testimony when I'm sharing with people in person, that there was a time where things were so bad in my life, like that all I could do was write down the opposite of what was happening. There was also a time when I had like no furniture, no nothing in my home, and I wrote on sticky notes, like, this is where my couch is going to be. This is where my TV is going to be. This is where this is going to be. And it took some time, but eventually I was literally sitting in the middle of everything that I have written down. So it's powerful. Do it. Don't take it for granted. It's free. You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. Write it down. Whatever you want. It's limitless. And that's the beauty of it too, is that you can dream really, really big on paper. And revise. Be willing. Write in the positive and write in the present. Okay? If you know that you want a brand new car, you want a Audi, I have an Audi. You know, that's what you want to write down. I have an Audi. My Audi is paid for. My Audi is paid in full. You want to write down things like that. Write in the positive and write in the present. Okay? I always say, you know, that journal is not like a dear diary. Like, this is what happened today. It's kind of like writing lists and just writing things out. And again, if you're experiencing things that you don't want, you want to keep writing until you kind of feel a release and you've written out everything that you do want in the positive, and then you let it go. You close the book, you know it's in the universe, and it's gonna happen for you. Okay, so number 2 is to create it visually. The new year is coming. People are gonna be talking about vision boards. We hear it all the time. I have quite a few vision boards myself. You can definitely do that. That is one way of visualizing. But you can also, I'm big on curating my timeline to see exactly what I'm trying to manifest on a daily basis. So, you know, there was a time where I said I wanted my work to be in Vogue magazine as a makeup artist. And so instead of just following Vogue, I followed Vogue Taiwan, Vogue Australia, Vogue, stuff that I couldn't even, it wasn't even in English. But I followed all the Vogues. I followed people who work for Vogue. I followed, you know, so just curating that timeline to make sure that that's what you're seeing all the time. So, and then, you know, indulging in documentaries and information about what you want, things that surround what you want as well. Let's see, vision board. Also, in terms of creating it visually, you want to, I'm big on meditating in the mornings, like maybe 5-10 minutes. Just make sure that you're just, again, visually placing yourself. If, again, let's go back to the Audi. Like, if the Audi is what you want, then you need to be picturing yourself driving. Go test drive it. Go test drive the car. You know, like, you need to see yourself visually inside of exactly what you want. You can't be speaking against it all day and expect that to manifest, because you will manifest what you think about. So that is also a tool. The next one is to speak it verbally, which is directly connected to seeing it. I always say you have to think it until you can speak it, and then speak it until you feel it, and then feel it until you can see it, you know, before your eyes. The heat people are coming right now. I heard somebody outside. I'm like, what? So anywho, see, I manifested some heat this morning. Got it. Anyway, so make sure that you are speaking it verbally. Stop speaking against what you want. I see that all the time, and I think it's kind of it's natural sometimes for us to have self-talk that pops up against something that we want. Good morning. But be really careful with your words. Be really, really careful with your words in speaking against these things that we want to manifest. So again, if I'm getting an Audi, the first thought that may pop up is I don't have enough money for an Audi. Even if that thought come up, you know, quiet it, but don't let it come out of your mouth. Don't let it, you know, if somebody else starts to speak against it, correct them. Oh, I miss you too, love. Correct them, you know, and, you know, peacefully, but don't allow people to speak it into you as well. Things that come against what you want. Manifesting it's an energy, and it is a frequency, and it's something that, you know, again, you have to be visually tuned into it every day. And you may find yourself, now that I say that, having to create levels of separation with people who come against it or are not in alignment with things that you manifest. And it doesn't always mean, again, it doesn't have to be this ugly experience or that you have drama with people all the time, but you have to know really clearly what you want And again, to stay in the flow of what you want all the time, speak it. Speak it out of your mouth. Speak it positively. Remember, the first step is to write it down in the present and in the positive. And then the next step is to be speaking it in the present and in the positive. And it will manifest quicker than it would. So yeah, cancel all contradictory language that goes against those things that you're trying to manifest. Disconnect from distractions and what is not in alignment. I always say, like, again, if I am a person who, I used to have a problem with drinking, right? And I'm trying to manifest that I am a person who is sober and doesn't drink anymore. Well, then me following all the clubs in town and, you know, different liquor brands and whatever is not going to help me manifest that. You know, I need to disconnect from those things that are no longer in alignment with where I want to be. And so I remember, yeah, it goes to my next key here, which is to create habits that sustain what you want. Because this is really about lifestyle and it's not just about the thing, right? So I'm going to keep referencing that Audi. Okay, if an Audi is what I want, really I'm going to start with saying I want a new car. Okay, well then I need to get specific and I say I want an Audi. Okay, well, if an Audi costs a certain amount of money, then again, my whole lifestyle has to be created to not just get the Audi, but sustain the Audi. I want to be able to make the payments for the Audi, or I want to be able to, again, buy that Audi in cash, or buy that Audi flat out so that I don't have any payments, whatever it may be that you want to manifest. You know, so before you get to the Audi itself, it may require that you get a different type of job. It may require that, I don't know, you eliminate certain people in your circle that, or create distance, you know, with certain people in your circle that, again, don't see your vision or would come inside your car and wreck it, you know, dirty it up. People that would drive your car irresponsibly. There's, you know, it's a lifestyle, you know. You don't want to drive the Audi and then, you know, not have a nice home to live in, you know. So it's about being able to sustain what you want, whatever that may be. Think about the whole lifestyle that goes with this thing that you want, not just the thing itself. Because that's really what you're manifesting, and you're trying to get everything on that vibration. So a lot will change. For me, I'll give you another example. I really wanted and want to continue to make myself into more of a beauty expert. I started off as a makeup artist. Makeup is what I do. It's still what I do. But I wanted to talk about beauty as a whole, and I wanted to talk about beauty the way that I see it. That came with a whole career shift, you know, into a different type of job, and not just owning my own business, you know, but now working for someone who, you know, has a business that provides so many different beauty services that I can talk about, you know, and I can help offer to other people. So again, it just took a whole lifestyle shift. And not only, you know, working in this place that has so many beauty things to offer, but the whole staff is a lot more in alignment with my goals and just the type of energy that I want to work with, you know, supportive and all that good stuff. So I hope that makes sense. So the next thing is to submerge into the vibration of what you want. So I was saying earlier about, like, you know, wherever you want to work, or, you know, what your next career move is, if you want to travel, whatever it may be, you know, starting to watch the documentaries, watch things that are in alignment with where you want to go. Make sure that your timeline on social media, if you're just scrolling, you want to be looking at that stuff all day. That's creating a different vibration. On the higher levels, you can also start to get like crystals that are in alignment, with these type of vibrations you want, whether it's you want to bring love into your life. That's why you see a lot of my products in the self-care store. They have crystals in them, or essential oils that bring different emotions or help, soothe different emotions. Again, this love potion, it has amethyst and rose quartz. These are 2 love stones that bring that type of love into your life. Again, you got to believe that it works, but so getting crystals that are in alignment with these things. There are also musical frequencies that you can listen to. This is just for y'all who are on this live. One thing that I do is when I need to bring money into my space, I don't worry about money anymore. That's just something I chose to always be in alignment with abundance. And I stopped speaking the word broke. You don't ever see me posting things about being broke. I might not have a lot of money in my account at the time, but all my needs are always provided for. So I don't even think broke. I don't speak broke. I don't talk about being broke anymore. That's just something I don't choose to do. But when I am in need of a little money, I will go to YouTube and I will put in money blessing or money mantra. And there are quite a few that will pop up. And it is just like it's not even like, a lot of times it's Indian people chanting, this is not witchcraft, so let's not. And that's another thing. Stop saying that type of stuff. Stop saying that type. God has given us so many different tools and so many different ways of bringing these vibrations into your life, So that's another just negative to come against it. Like, you don't have to be broke to be godly. But anyway, so yes, sometimes I will literally put into the thing in YouTube, in the search bar, I will put, money blessing or money mantra, and just listen to that while I'm cooking or cleaning or even making products sometimes. And y'all, I'm telling you, within a couple of days, again, you have to just align with the frequency of abundance. So a lot of times when I'm working with my clients, in the background, I'll have chakra balancing music to be playing, because a lot of the imbalances and things that we deal with in our skin are always rooted in something emotional or some type of blockage, or where the blood flow is not going. So I try to get them to, in a way, tune out and align with that frequency of beauty and healing and balance. So yeah, there are lots of different musical frequencies that you can listen to help you manifest these things that you want. Whether it's, you want to have a child, you want love in your life, you want a new job, you want abundance, whatever it may be. Let me know. Let me know if you do it and it works. I want to know. Again, the essential oils, different symbols. Like I have prayer flags that I use, and salt lamps, and like I try to keep my space filled with different energy tools and things that not only are just in alignment with the things I want to manifest, but keep my space balanced and free of all the distractions, that help keep things free of distractions. Again, even like my energy clearing kit that I have right here, this salt turns into, I've talked about this, it turns into a saltwater cure, which purifies the environment, and it takes all the negative energy out of the room. You got your Palo Santo, you got your sage smudge stick. You see people smudging online all the time. But again, these are tools to keep the distractions away, clear your space of negativity. So yeah, that's what you want to be doing. So, and the last is like a little bonus. Whatever you want in your life, as much as you can, and like if it's something that you want and you don't have it, try your best to give it away. When you, even if you get a lot of money, and let's say you manifested that money, then give some money away. Even if it's not money, give something of value, because that's how you want to keep a free flow of exchange and keep things flowing to you, is to not hold on to everything so tight. You want love, give love. Go be around some people who are in love. Don't sit around hating on them, because then you're changing the frequency, right? So do your best to give away what you want. You want time from somebody, give somebody time. You want somebody to cook you meals, cook a meal for somebody. Give what you want. And that way, you also learn how it feels, like you really are aligning more with the frequency, so that when it comes your way, you know exactly what it is, because it may not look exactly the way that you thought it would when it manifests. So I'm going to share my wild thought of the day. Growth, healing, evolution, transformations, they all require time. In a world of instant gratification, we forget that some things require a process. Don't be faked out by short changes. Take the time to allow real change to happen. Okay? So it just means that even in us knowing how to manifest, you may manifest little small versions of exactly what you want until you get there. Or you may have to refine it quite a bit, Just stay with it, There's things that I have written down that I'm still manifesting. Things that I have written down quite some time ago. I mean, even down to like what I'm doing right now, literally before your eyes, is a manifestation of things I have written down years ago. So, and I'm cool with that. I'm not looking for instant gratification. I am looking for a whole lifestyle, and to sustain a lifestyle that allows me to share with people and to give and to just do what I love to do on a daily basis. So that's just a small example of what I am saying. So I hope these tools help. If they do, please, please, please let me know in the comments. Sorry, I keep hearing these heat people. Come on, heat. Manifest, Lord. But anyway, if I didn't tell you to, and you're watching on YouTube, like, share, subscribe. You're always welcome to join the live conversation here on Tuesdays, 8:30 a.m. on Instagram. I am also now on Clubhouse. If you are on Clubhouse, please add me there. I would love to continue the conversation. It's an easy way to continue the conversation, to get a lot more interaction with you guys moving forward. So it's Beauty Influencer on Clubhouse. I gotta run, guys, because clearly there's a lot going on in my house. So I hope y'all have a beautiful Tuesday, a happy holiday, and Merry Christmas. I love y'all, and God willing, I will see you next week. Peace.